Hey guys, welcome back to Intellectual Depth. I'm Layla.
And I'm Fauzia, and this is about finding your ID.
Hey guys, we are so glad to have you here
On another episode.
we hope
Yeah, everyone is taking care
we
of
hope
yourself.
you guys are good and being good to yourselves and good to other people around you.
Yeah, guys, we really
And today's topic is about standards.
Standards.
Yeah, where do your standards lie, or don't you have any?
It's about time, guys. Really, you know
Yeah.
the kind of standards you want.
Yeah, and you know when you're setting the bar low, and people have this thing whereby they just really care about your standards.
Yeah.
Which they should.
Yeah.
It hurts more if they're not up to the expectation.
They feel like, oh my god.
But one thing that should be very clear
Mm-hmm.
to yourself, you should be self-aware first and foremost.
What are your standards?
What are your standards?
So, what are your standards in like generally?
I think the bare minimum standards is respect,
Mhm.
honestly, to be respectful towards each other
Mhm.
and to be loyal.
Mhm.
That's the bare minimum.
Mhm.
To have the same faith,
As a person.
yeah, as your partner.
Mhm.
That's I think something that's very basic
Essential, yeah.
and very important. Not basic, but very like bare minimum that should be there. And for you to have the same goal in life, if you're both ambitious.
What are your dreams? What do you want to achieve together?
Not exactly the same dream, but just to be each other's
Keeper.
cheerleaders
Yeah,
and
keepers.
to be each other's support group.
Mm-hmm.
Not support system,
The
support group.
Let's
Yeah.
support each other to make it better.
Yeah, and to always know that you are looking out, like you said, keepers.
Mhm.
And that's like the,
Bare.
but then I think everyone has their own standards. Specifically,
And some people don't even know their standards. They're just in love.
Yeah, some people really
They're like
don't.
the standards
They're
will
like,
fall from the sky and just.
I heard
arrange
something
themselves.
about like your standards do keep getting lower for women as they age.
I think that's such.
I cannot relate.
That's so wrong.
I don't know. Maybe it does because I do see women settling for their
Less.
second options, and they keep taking things
Plan B.
like Plan B. But it does happen, and I feel so. It's not a sad feeling, but I feel like women, you could do better.
Yeah.
You have so much more than
I think
you
it's
could offer.
with people like especially stigmatizing single stigmatization. They're like, oh my god, everybody coming up to you, oh, you're not married.
Yeah,
You should have 2 kids by now, blah blah blah. I'm like,
especially I think if people have heard it a number of times.
yeah, or your age, they're like, you should be married by now, all those kind of stuff. And it's just,
Do you want to share some stories? Have you been part of that?
oh my god, it's just like, I think I have my standards, like what I want, but it's just so frustrating. A stranger coming up to you telling you you're not married. What are you doing in this life? And I'm like, ouch. They make me feel like, what is this?
Yeah, they make you feel like lower than like inferior.
Yeah, like all your friends have getting married.
I think from time to time it might
start to sink in. You start hearing,
especially if you're not self-aware.
Yeah,
it would sink in after hearing so much of that for people if they do not know what they want.
Yeah,
and they do want to settle for
less.
Some people really, their standards are just very standard for them. They're just very them.
It's them. Summarize them.
It belongs to them. Your bare minimum standard might be like exceptionally high for someone.
Yeah,
and
true.
It depends. And I don't think anyone should settle because we're not dust. And we we have so much to offer.
See her face, guys.
We have so much to offer in this world as a man and as a woman. As a man, you shouldn't settle. As a woman, do not settle also. So what are you so eager? What is the rush for?
I think the mistake people don't know, alhamdulillah, I'm grateful I didn't get married till now, but hopefully in the future, is God does everything with reasons.
Yeah.
And when the right time comes, it will happen.
Yeah.
When with the right person. So you telling a person to get married or not to get married, it's just like life and death. it would happen. I feel like right now people they don't know what they are in person. They don't know who they are. So it's very difficult to say, okay, this person is this person, but deep down is totally different.
Yeah.
So it's very sad. I'm like, oh my God, you were like this. You were just brushing any standards that come by the generation.
Yeah. And especially, I think the thing that makes it worse is like there's a group of people that have their standards, and then as they age, especially I'm talking about women, I think for men also it does become stigmatization after they are aging also.
Yeah.
But I think for women it's worse because they are expected to pop babies.
Yeah, true.
So they're like, oh, your gynecological timeline, look at it.
Yeah.
So they're like talking about all that, and it does become worse with pressure from society, pressure from social media,
even family members,
pressure,
aunties,
though that's the
uncles,
worst.
I'm like,
from family, from friends, and then there's also that internal pressure that would worsen without self-awareness, without knowing what your purpose is not just to be married and to have a family.
How
you have so much more to offer.
I think the saddest part is not knowing how you have pleased your maker.
Yeah.
What did you do in this life? How did you connect with the person that created you? Some people were, astaghfirullah, they are not meant to get married. Does that make them a bad person? Everything has like a timeline. You don't know when.
And so many people that you think are happy wish they were you right now.
Yeah, they're actually
the
not
married
happy.
Wish they were actually single. Sometimes the single wish they were married. That's how life works, and that's how God does his wonders. There's a reason why you are where you are. And if you're married, we're so happy for you.
Yeah,
we hope that you're
Best.
happy.
Yeah.
And we just pray for you to be internally happy. Like,
we hope.
Because what I know is that people are like it's okay for my standards to be packed in one bag. I shouldn't do more.
Yeah,
I would be considered too much. Who cares? Too much was made for you. You could do much and much more.
Yeah, what is too
much? What is too much? Too much is what you can do. Do what you can
and leave the rest to God.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just want to talk to every girls out there that has been stigmatized by the society, aunties telling you to get married, telling them, when are you going to bring a husband? Tell them to bring it for you. But really, I just want you to be really honest. I don't want you to be in a broken house and just don't know the person you're getting into, not accepting them for who they are and respecting the differences. I just want you to be patient with the one God chose for you. They're right the corner. They're going to come.
One thing I believe that I always tell people, and I think I need to get a better response though to people, like when they tell me, why are you so, it's like I'm so standardized. I've got my standards and there's nothing that's shaking it.
Yeah, the wall is concrete.
Like, because I think I just believe that God has an equal for everyone.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, what your standards are the same standards for someone else, and that person is out there. So you feeling like, oh, my standards are too high. Thank God I've never felt like that.
Yeah.
Or, oh, my standards, people never feel like their standards are too low. They just feel like it's too high. I need to lower them. Yeah. Come on, let me be realistic. I think you should have like realistic standards. Don't be oblivious.
Yeah. Don't be like the ones in the movies.
Yeah. Come on. Just be, but have your standards clear and firm and be self-aware with yourself.
That's the most beautiful thing, and when it comes, it's a very sensitive topic. Some people have fallen into trap due to lack of understanding their standard, due to lack of understanding what is even standard in general. With whom
do we even explain what standards is?
Yeah, with whom do you want to share that standard with you? What are you setting in the table? Who are you cooperating with?
Yeah.
You just have to be honest with yourself.
I think that's why there is so many
divorce rate
and broken homes. Especially, I think
some people is money. If they have money, I'm all for it. Yeah, I'm throwing every other standards out. And I stand for a lot of, and you see that the religion is not, the faith is not there.
Yeah,
you have money, but where is the faith?
They don't care about.
It's like a sip of water, and then it's diluted and
everything falls apart.
Yeah,
they have nothing to show up for because it was not built on faith in God.
And the intention also.
And one thing I want you guys to remember, this is especially for the girls out there, I want you to remember God put those standards in you
for a reason.
For a reason. He didn't give any other person
those standards.
He gave you these standards, and he knows why, because those standards are going to be met by someone.
True.
So if you ever feel like one thing that you just need to hold on to is God, build your relationship with God.
Let him be the barrier between you and whoever comes
and
into your
whatever
life.
Comes your way is blessed, no matter what. Even if it's coming in your way as what you might think it's not, God has a reason for it, and God knows why he sent it your way. So be very careful with people that, I think you shouldn't even entertain people that tell you,
when are you getting married,
and also people that tell you lower your standards and just come on, people, come on, like do not entertain those kind of people, and just most likely block them on the
social
apps,
media and stuff,
and block them in real life, because those people don't know what God has for you.
Yeah, God wishes good for everyone, and he knows yours is gonna come this way, one way or the other, and everyone has his own story, everyone has his own journey. Just make sure you work on yourself, and you just live for a purpose. You try to improve your life in any other way you can, and just along the way, someone with good energy, good vibes would definitely
come your way,
shoot their shot. And don't lower your standards in any kind of situation. Don't, whatever you rush out of, whatever you rush into, you rush out of.
Exactly.
And there's this Arabic saying, every delay has a blessing. So your blessing is coming, you don't know. And because so many people are damaged, and they're deep down there. It's only God that is going to help them.
Yeah.
So prepare yourself for the unknown, and just keep praying. I don't want you guys to be scared, but really, guys, listen to yourself and your words.
And your intuition.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What's your personal note?
My personal note: you know yourself, and no one knows, and God knows. Set your standards straight, and let them be as real as possible. Let them be, please, and just block those negativity, and just look ahead and look forward. Yeah, guys.
My personal note is to all the ladies out there: your standards are not too high. I hope if you're listening to this is like on one-on-one from me to you, from my heart
personal
to your
message.
Rose. Yeah, it's more of a personal message. Your standards are not too high. God knows why you have them. And hold on to God, hold on to those standards, and
God is your standard. That's the roots of your standard, foundation.
And always have faith that your equal is out there. Your equal is gonna be put together with you by God, and do not settle. You're not dust. Thank you.
I love that. Guys, stay tuned for more, and really, guys, do not forget to share with your friends, family, guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and stay tuned for
Thank you so much for listening. We love you guys, and stay happy and stay blessed.
Yeah, bye-bye.